It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And away we go in Glendale. His return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Stafford to the air to start us off. That one complete to Higbee. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They go with Williams on a counter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Here's an option play to the left. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he's brought down at the 44. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jared Verse on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, a run with Conner. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him...
Uh-oh, he's in trouble, and the Rams bring him down! And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. A give right side to Conner. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that play. Still need 3 times that now on 3rd and 15.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Rolling left, buying some time. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Now Murray on 3rd and long. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th. Stafford now on 1st down. He's throwing deep to the left side. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT. And the Cardinals actually go backwards, lose a chunk on the return, but they're still celebrating. It's an interception on the play. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Murray on the play fake. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. He'll get this one to Connor. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here's Connor on the option. Room to run inside the 20. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Murray on 3rd down. He's got it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Badgley able to knock it through. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Rams on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
That's on target, Puka Nacua. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff, now Stafford. Will the Cardinals get to him here? He's brought down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you can take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punch it away again. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Cardinals football. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. McBride hauls it in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush down out to his left. He takes it himself. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stop made by Braden Fisk. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have second and pretty long here. Pressure coming, it's Murray. Has the connection to Jones. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here he is on 3rd and long. The Rams get to him, and he's dropped. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
They'll punch it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Rams will take possession. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Third and long now for Stafford. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Starts the return at the 34. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. First down carry for Connor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. It's Connor again. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Connor trying the right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's about a 4-yard pickup, and they'll still be playing the sticks. 3rd and 11 coming up.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Back deep is Britton Covey. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford finds his back, Kyron Williams. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. So as much as the offense might want that last play wiped out, Brock, defense declines the penalty, and it will stand. 3rd and long for him here. He gets this one to Nakua. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now Stafford again. Quick slam taken in by Nakua. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, here's Stafford. Throw reeled in by Higbee. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5. And this is knocked away incomplete. It's a good play, but I don't think it's going to matter. We've got a flag back by the QB. He may have been hit late on that one. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Throwing now on first down. Stafford. His pass caught by Nakua. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3. Throw reeled in by Whittington. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Now we'll run here with Blake Corum. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Stafford from the gun. Has it in close. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by their rookie from Michigan. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. This will be cut by Connor. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So as much as the offense might want that last play wiped out, Brock, Defense declines the penalty, and it will stand. Carry here for Connor. And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Right back to Connor. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. They'll bring out the punter here. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Rams will be loving their field position they have to begin this drive. Stafford now on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So second down coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. Well, they just did.
Fits it through the middle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So maybe the last person you'd expect to get tagged, but that's roughing the passer on one of the cornerbacks. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get some late points and the lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. DJ Dallas now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. 1st and 10, Murray. He's going deep. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. From the gun, it's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the Rams add a man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Blake Gillikin on to punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Off to the races, middle of the field! Into the red zone! And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. That brings us to halftime with the visiting Rams out in front. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a fine performance in that first half from the running back, Kyron Williams. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Handoff goes to Connor, running left. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Connor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. Nabbed along the sideline by Higgins. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now an inside give to Benson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down after a short gain. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's Murray. Taken in by Tip Ryman.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Kyler to throw. He'll get this one to Connor. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
Punting unit out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Safford. It's complete to Higbee. And this one does not go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Complete, it's Atwell. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Ball taken in at the 36. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Cardinals football. 1st and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead, it's Connor. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Benson now from the gun. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Murray looking to throw. This reeled in by Benson. He spins right by him. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. This set of downs starts with an option right. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now Murray on the play fake. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. That's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyren Williams again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 from the 41. They send the tight end in motion left. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Man in motion out of the slot. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. He puts some power on a deep one left. This is caught inside the 15. They get 35 out of that one. And it brings up an LA first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Now Stafford again. He brings it in. Touchdown, L.A. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 18. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Dallas with a return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Cardinals and running back James Conner headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Benson once more. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Kyler looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Benson's got it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. Has his man. It's DeMercado. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Finally, some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a 1st down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league, and you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Murray on 3rd down. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance at a return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another run for Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. They pick the handoff now, Stafford. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. The Rams are set to punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Ball in his hands right around midfield. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Cardinals will have themselves a short field to begin the drive. 1st and 10, Murray. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 29. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Murray. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Picked up by the Rams. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Williams now on 1st and 10.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That throw behind his intended target.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Straight ahead with Williams. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Call it 7 yards. That's going to bring up 4th and 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Out head the Cardinals now on offense. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Able to get it to Benson. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Taking off with it. He loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
There are so many fundamental details played the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
The Rams headed out to the field now. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A handoff for Williams, running left. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Running it after the penalty. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll stick with Corum. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 yards there, and it's now 3rd and 14. Stafford. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Rams are set to punt. And this is going to put them up to 6 punts today. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Has a man, that's Greg Dortch. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. Murray escapes the pocket. He keeps it and takes off.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Murray here on first down. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Buys time. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Good pressure from the defense there. Has them trending in the wrong direction.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss, but give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating, and it's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
Well, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. Oh, Brock, but guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Murray, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They snap it to Murray. Getting out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 16. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. A run with Williams. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So, yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Glendale.